Now, stepping into the shoes of Malcolm X and Martin Luther King Jr., what were some misconceptions that you had of the polarizing leaders you were portraying that changed by the end of filming?
I really appreciate that question because I think, arguably there is a considerable amount of misinformation about Malcolm X in the world. And I think it's important in these moments where I get to speak with you and others to say that Malcolm X operated from a place of love and he operated from a place of light.
Mm,
What he wasn't doing was advocating violence. What he wasn't doing was advocating seeking out physical engagement. He was advocating for himself, for his loved ones, for his community, and anyone in the world that looked like him. He was advocating for protecting that. He was advocating for safeguarding that. He was advocating for preserving that. And he was, with his tremendous orator skills, just trying to give people, I think, the reassurance and the confidence that you have a right to defend that and protect that.
Why was mental health an important theme for you to showcase and explore in the series, especially during a time where it wasn't heavily spoken about in the Black community?
That is an incredible question, and appreciate you asking that specifically as it relates to mental health. It was a taboo back then. It's still a taboo, unfortunately, in the Black community, and in particular with Black men. Knowing that Martin and Malcolm, in their own way, suffered with it and suffered through it, we could not have told this story if our intent was to show the rich humanity of these two men without touching on that subject specifically. And so it was imperative for us that any opportunity where we could show the moment before the moment, the what led up to why they were feeling the way that they were feeling, and if touching on their mental health was a way to do that, it was what we were going to do from the outset. So I appreciate you noting that. I appreciate you highlighting it as something that expounded itself in the show, and hopefully for African American men in particular, there's a taboo taken off of it if we learn that the two greatest among us suffered from it as well.